Good morning. We hope that you are having a fantastic Friday morning. And here I am with our partner liaison, Loy Loera from Google, for our second Hangout on Air series. And I'm really excited today that we have a guest speaker from Google to talk about Accelerate with Google, Boris Pilev.
Hi everyone, my name is Lori Loera, and again, as Vicki mentioned, I'm the partner liaison for the Greater Austin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And what we're doing is a series of Hangout on Airs to bring more information to you to help you grow your business online. And today we're focusing on Accelerate with Google with Boris Pilev, who's going to walk us through that journey. And with that, I'll go ahead and hand it off to Boris. Boris, if you can intro yourself a little bit and kind of give us a walkthrough of Accelerate.
Sure thing. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for inviting me to talk to you today. Very excited. I'm Boris. I sit in our Austin office, and in my day-to-day job, I work for people operations, and my side project is assisting Accelerate with Google grow. And we have many people around the country. Our project manager sits in California, and today we're going to go over some of the cool things that we're doing, and hopefully some of you will find this interesting. So I'll start sharing my screen so you can see the presentation. And Laura, please let me know if you don't see it.
Okay. It looks good. I can see your slides. Perfect. Okay. And Boris is using Google Slides, part of our Jive collaboration tools.
And let's try to present. Let me see if you see the full slides.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, well, again, like a fantastic event this morning, and we're glad to present Accelerate with Google with the Greater Austin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and Google. This is the Google mission, which a lot of people know. If you go to the google.com slide, you see the same thing: organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful, which digs into what we're going to talk today. As well. So we always start with our mission. It's something very important to us. Here is a little bit more about our diversity strategy and what this means for us as a company and what we're trying to help our friends outside of Google. We would like to hire more diverse Googlers. This is what I do in my day-to-day job. We would like to foster a fair and inclusive Google. This is what we do at work and with all of our programs inside Google. And we'd like to expand the pool of technologists. So we try to go to, Accelerate K-12 and work with different programs to bring more science into the schools, etc. And the last thing is bridge the digital divide. And this is where we're going to spend more time today, because this is what Accelerate with Google is all about. This is what our diversity market actions are, of course, targeted. So this is sort of the increasing opportunities beyond Google. So for us, it's important to have not just a diverse company, but also a diverse environment where we operate. So this is something that we would like to keep in mind. And this is part of our diversity strategy, of course. The three different programs that we have are the small business supplier diversity, where Google presents part of its, different things that we work with. We buy a lot of things just to function as a company, and we'd like to buy them from small business suppliers. And this is what this program focuses on. We also have community partners, and the program that we're going to be talking more about today is the Accelerate with Google Academy, which is the 12-week program, and we'll go into detail for the presentation. So what is Accelerate with Google, and how does it work? Before I dive in, Laura, do you see me still well? Is my screen showing well?
All looks great.
Fantastic. So Accelerate with Google is a 12-week, sort of think of it as a boot camp. I usually explain it as, your online course you once took in college. The idea is to help the underrepresented business grow on the web, which will help them with working with Google, but also will help them work with any other companies that may be interested in their business. In 2015, of course, you would think that online presence is huge, and we're trying to assist here in making sure that your business is as well represented on site and online. And if it's only, it doesn't have a brick and mortar store, that's okay. A lot of things these days are just online, and would like to assist with that. We're focusing on the inbound marketing techniques, the search engine optimization, which is huge for any business, small or large, and of course the Google AdWords education. Google, as we all know, it's huge on online advertising, and our AdWords are some of perhaps the most prominent education you can get online for you to boost your presence, make sure that your business is presented where it's supposed to be presented in the way that you want to. We have a lovely website, acceleratewithgoogle.com, where you can learn more on different parts of the program. We're going to dive deeper, and we'll see like what the program includes, what are the different modules within the 12-week, etc. So let's go to the next slide.
Boris, if I can just mention just quickly that our AdWords program, right, as a business, it's a major business for us, right? It's probably our primary revenue business that we have at Google, and obviously they're large businesses that pay for this service. And what we're trying to do is provide this for free for our small business diverse communities, because we just want to make sure that everybody has the same opportunities. And just wanted to mention that this is a free 12-week program that you can find online.
Yeah, it's really, to me, when I looked at the curriculum and everything that was happening, I just feel like it's such a great program that I want more of our small businesses here in the Austin area to take advantage of. It's such an opportunity for them to take their business to the next level, and it is free. It's amazing.
Yeah, and good place to add as well that currently in the current class for Accelerate with Google, we have about 10 businesses from Austin, and which is fantastic. Austin is huge in small business, and such a nice area to grow and help those businesses. And I'll be actually trying to do a home visit and try to come by the stores and places and say hi to folks. This is not, the huge Google and like who knows what's behind it. We're actually, different projects within, our core role, and then we have side projects where we assist with things that are interesting to us. And for me, diversity is a big piece that I'm personally interested. So it will be nice to go and see the local businesses. But 10 businesses just currently enrolled, and we have many more that have gone through the program in past sessions. So it's very exciting to see those Austin zip codes. So should we go into a little bit into the curriculum?
Yes, please.
Lovely. So it's a 12-week program, and for any of you that have taken an online class, it really resembles something that you do in school. I've taken plenty of online classes, and this is what it reminded me of. And this is a good place to start to explain that, like anything, in education or anything else for that matter, you get what you put in. So the program is there. The 12-week will go very fast. 12 weeks it looks a lot in the beginning, but it's 3 months when you think about it. So we always encourage folks to get involved and try to practice whatever they're taking and learning in the Accelerate with Google. Try to address that for their business and do it in such manner that they can sort of practice what they're learning. This way, the learning will stay with them longer, and they can see true benefits for the future. So the first week goes into the introduction with HubSpot, which is our partner for this program. We've been working with them very successfully, and they sort of assist us in getting this out, and they're a very, very huge partner for us. So the Google AdWords Making the Right Plan is the introduction in the first week of the program. You create your HubSpot account. You meet the word online advertising. So the SEO is huge for any businesses, like I mentioned earlier. So knowing how it works, this is going to be very helpful, as well as AdWords. As Laura mentioned, it's a huge business, and your business having the right advertising presence online would mean a lot. So we're hitting it straight off the bat in the first week. And then putting things into action. Like, what are you going to try to achieve for the next 3 months? So there's going to be a marketing action plan. And the reality is, a lot of small businesses, those are things that they'll just simply not have time for. The first and foremost is just keeping the business alive, making sure that, you know, things run smoothly. So marketing action plan perhaps is not the first thing that comes to mind. So we're hoping that this program will encourage them to think beyond the current state and shoot for the future, and shoot for the stars, as we say. We have Accelerate with Google page on Google Plus, where a lot of cool links are being posted. You can get active online, you can post yourself, you can comment, you can join different businesses in discussion. Perhaps some other business elsewhere in the country is working on a similar thing or is simply in a similar position as you, similar market, or wherever it might be. You can engage with them online as well. So it's a very convenient way for you to get noticed and connect with fellow businesses. Moving forward to making the right strategy, what does this mean? Like, what market are you going to be working on? Small businesses often are, you know, you're not the multi-billion-dollar businesses that are also competing with you in the same market. So how are you going to change your marketing strategy to make sure that you still get a piece of the pie? Learning how HubSpot and Google Words can help you work and get that strategy into action, into actually working, it's very important. Of course, identifying those search words and the keywords that can bring your business. So that's a whole science behind it, and I've seen folks working on that. It's fascinating how we don't realize when we go, and we're so used to just going to google.com and looking for whatever we need. Do we need the shoe repair? Do we need specialty dog treats for our pets? Whatever it might be, like, I'm personally so used to just going online and like looking for that, not realizing that those are words that are triggering certain ads or certain businesses to come, given like where I'm located at the given time. So in Austin, our office is in the 78759 code. So if I search from something from here with certain keywords, the things that are going to come around will be, you know, triggered by those keywords. So knowing how you assess that and like what words people will be using for your business is very important. So week 2 and 3 will definitely target this. What is your focus and what is your target market? Comparing the online ads and websites from businesses like yours, so a lot of things will be repeated. Chances are your business is done by someone else somewhere else as well. So what does this mean? What do they use? You know, sort of compare and contrast. And you two can also stop me anytime if something is unclear, or if, Laura, I know we've been talking about the curriculum and you are interested. So if something comes to mind that you'd like more clarification, let me know. Hopefully I can help, or I can guide you to where we can get more help.
I actually just want to, you know, because I think from a small business perspective, some of our small business owners want to learn more about AdWords, but they don't necessarily, you know, don't know how to get the information. And this program is a great program at clarification, because you do have interaction with the instructor, correct, Boris?
So the interactions are mostly done online, and the good part of this is, like I said, you can see what similar sized businesses are doing. But you're very right. AdWords should not be this mysterious land where you don't know how it operates, because ultimately this is something that's intended to help your business. So knowing more and kind of breaking that barrier of not knowing what AdWords is and what it does is very important. And we're trying to like bridge that gap and making sure that there is no divide of you knowing and the folks who are already introduced to that, because they're big size businesses.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, and the only thing I just want to mention is that, you know, the searching that's happening online by individuals, like, you know, I want to say it's like, I don't know the exact number, but it's in the high 90s. 90% of folks looking online are looking for local businesses to provide them goods or services. So optimizing your website for those key search words to pop up and get directed to you, I think that's what most of us as consumers want. And we typically look for these goods or services, local in my hometown. So just wanted to point that out, that there's a huge opportunity out there to really optimize your website to bring more customers to you, right, through these different things that you learn in the course.
And also one thing is, as a person that uses Google for everything, when I search, if I'm searching for, like you said, a product or service, I don't know that I look past the 5th link that goes down, right? The links come up and I'm looking at the first 5 and I'm going to click on what I'm needing in that first 5. So this is why it's so important to understand how this works to optimize, your website, your business.
Right. And I want to say a lot, our diverse businesses out there, a lot of time just focus isn't placed there, right? It's you may not have the resources available to you to really, again, go through that optimization. But if you just take the time and hopefully through this 12-week program to put some focus on it, I think that you could really see some growth. And we want to, that's what our goal is making sure that we're providing the same opportunities that our large customers out there in the world have to our diverse businesses. Because usually it's second thought, like Boris said, from a marketing perspective. That's usually, where costs are cut or time is cut because it's maybe a little bit ambiguous. You're not quite sure exactly what to do, where to start, and we're really trying to help demystify that for you.
Yeah, and also, I could probably bring this up at the end, but when you first hear 12 weeks as a small business owner, you're thinking, 12 weeks, where am I going to find the time? The thing is, time, if you take the time to do this program, you're going to benefit so much more in the end. And so 12 weeks is nothing compared to the knowledge that you will gain after going through this program.
Yeah, precisely. And, going back to part of what our strategy and our mission is, we want to bridge that digital divide. We want to make sure that every business, no matter big or small, has that representation online, because people are, we live in a very modern, very smartphone and internet-centric world where a lot of the things, it's so very rare for you to go down the central street of your home city and look for business or something that you need for a service. You would likely, first thing will be pull your phone and look online, or you'll be on your computer looking online. So we don't want to, have the bigger businesses being, more in sort of have the advance than your business. We want to make sure that everyone has that equal right online, and we don't want to see that divide. This is what we're working with, and Accelerate is a fantastic program to do so. Later on in the presentation, we have some success stories, and you can see more on our website as well. But people have really taken advantage of that, and as we mentioned earlier, it is what you put in. 12 weeks are definitely not, a small chunk of time for a small business, but divide and conquer. See who within your small business can work and focus on that. You don't have to have every single person go through the 12-week program, of course. You can have one dedicated person, and I've talked to different small businesses which they dedicate whoever is more interested in that area, or whoever has a background, so they can grab the concepts faster. But the idea is to be very simplified, so they're not going to expect you to have certain marketing or specific knowledge to benefit from the program. So that's a great advantage. So thank you for the great commentaries. Moving to a week 4 and 5, so sort of going halfway through the program, really starting to create your first Google AdWords campaign, which is the lingo for you are launching basically like what your AdWords is going to look like, and this is your campaign. Building a great landing page using the HubSpot tools. They have some fantastic, very robust tools that are made available. So absolutely take advantage of those. And setting up your Google AdWords campaign, this is something that, it could take time, but knowing from the previous 3-4 weeks what your strategy is, what your plan is, things gonna make a lot more sense. So if in the beginning you're looking at the things you'll be doing and they may not make sense, that's totally fine. That's because you will go in a very sort of organized manner through all of the items down and then coming to your campaign, which is sort of halfway through the course. Launching that campaign, this is an exciting time because you're starting to sort of see the things you've been working on for the first 6 weeks, and you're starting to see things in action. So this is exciting for any business. Analyzing the results. We're a big into data. We love data. We love numbers. All of our decisions are usually informed by numbers, and this is sort of coming to this program as well, because any business should be analyzing their results to see what is the impact, what is the ROI or the return on investment. In this case, so I've dedicated 8 weeks. I've done X, Y, and Z. How has this changed my business? Where can I do more of? Where should I do less of? So looking at those numbers, that's a key part to improve the performance. In HubSpot, again, it will come as a very useful partner in that. Creating reports to analyze your results. So depending on the size, depending on the traffic, etc., the reports may be very simple and easy to use, or they might be a little bit more complex. But having your own reports and looking at that information, it's so critical that you'll be able to inform your future decisions based on not just your gut feeling as a business owner, but also results from your analysis that came from the online campaigns, which is tremendous assistance. Of course, closing the loop with customers using HubSpot email, making sure that people know that you're interested in their products, etc. Create that interaction with future and current customers. So at that point, you would have been in the program about 10 weeks. So improving your performance. So you're going to know a lot of things that have happened in those 10 weeks. And the idea is that, like I said, you'll be putting things into practice. Whatever you're learning, you'll be applying to your business. This will be ideal case scenario of sorts where you can see like, okay, I learned this, I did this, this is my result, this is how I analyzed it, this is how I'm going to improve going forward. So there are office hours to learn how to improve your campaign performance, where you can interact with folks and specialists on, hey, this worked, this didn't work, what am I missing, what can I do more of? And those office hours are critical for you to get more traction and to change things, adjust things as they go. Learning how to use your HubSpot tools and continue to grow your leads, and understanding like who is looking at your products or at your service. Maybe you were thinking that you're looking at one market, but perhaps different market is interested. How can you change that so you don't lose this opportunity going forward?
It's funny that you say that because, well, I think I may be hungry because I think of food. And so let's say that I have an online delivery service. And I think that my meatball sandwich is just amazing, but it never gets ordered online. And so by using this statistics, like you can say, well, maybe if I want to push that, well, what do I need to do to push that? Or maybe I don't even need that on my menu because nobody ever orders it. So I have all these like, meatball sandwiches here in my restaurant, but no one's buying them. So it's those are really important to know. What does your customer want? Whether it's food, product, an actual product, or services. What are their needs so that you can tailor your business and know what you need to either promote or what you want to focus on.
Precisely, and of course, every small business is well known with the mom and pop shops. They have they operate differently, right? A lot of things are based on like what their gut is telling them, and so many successful small businesses have been successful because of the owners sort of what they think about the market, and a lot of things are true to this day. But we want to add this additional tool of data and real clicks, real people looking at your products or services. So you can add this to better inform your decision. A lot of things are so fast these days, so many things are happening. We don't want a small business and your typical mom and pop shop that we love so much in Austin. We don't want those businesses to miss on the opportunity to get online, to have that presence, and to learn that perhaps their meatball sandwich is just as good or better than a different sandwich, and continue to work on that. Maybe add one that is with vegetarian products, and it looks like a meatball, it's like a fake one, etc. So you can adjust
a tofu meatball.
A tofu meatball, yeah. That could be interesting. I'll try one.
It's good to have a little comedy in the morning.
Yeah.
Of course.
Boris, with that, I just want to do a quick time check. We can probably go on to the presentation so we can learn about when the next Accelerate with Google class is going to start up, so the members can be aware of that.
Well, all the information that I was looking and going after, this is all available on the website, so acceleratewithgoogle.com, accelerate.withgoogle.com, and let's go to the presentation. So we have some success stories, lovely. It's about a minute. Should we play it, or how we're on?
Yeah, let's play it, and
let's
then we'll
play one. Let's pick one.
Yes.
So this is one of my favorite, and you can look for more stories online. Let me see. Do you see the full screen?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I would definitely recommend the Accelerate Google program to other businesses, simply because I found it to be one of the most cost-effective ways for us to generate new business, to be relevant, and to compete with other companies who are much bigger in size and revenue than us, but we feel that we have just as much expertise and quality of service to offer as well.
So this is just one of many success stories we have, and it's nice that he touched on the important things that I mentioned earlier. Regardless of the size, they also have expertise in.
Welcome everybody. Today's author.
Some other videos started. So the next Accelerate with Google sessions are September 25th. So that's when the 12 week starts, and our last session is October 25th. So those are 2 days to keep in mind for you and your business to sign up for the program. How you can take action. Those are some of the websites you can go to. Accelerate.withgoogle.com is where you can sign up for all of the the classes. You can look at the stories, and you can go through the curriculum more in depth and see if that's something that would interest you. Time has flown, 28 minutes. It's crazy. I thought we're gonna have plenty of time left, but again, thank you for the opportunity to speak about this. Again, something that we're all very excited here at Google, and hopefully you'll join us at some of the next Accelerate with Google.
Thank you so much, Boris. I can't tell you, on behalf of the team at the Greater Austin Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, we really value our partnership with Google. And I love the name Accelerate with Google because it really encompasses what this program can do for your business, and taking it, accelerating it to the next level, and giving us so many valuable tools to our small business owners here in Central Texas to just, enhance and take their business, into another realm. And we really appreciate that you've created these programs, and that at the Hispanic Chamber we're able to provide this hangout that can be viewed over and over again in case they want to go back and review anything. But most of all, we really want you to sign up for Accelerate with Google. Consider either one of those classes on the 25th in September or in October. And on that note, we're going to end. Please save the date for our next Hangout on Air, which is going to be on October 30th. Topic will be coming soon. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you so much, Boris. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Take care. You as well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.